What a time to be financially literate in the 21st century, I tell you. I don't know if you've heard by now, but Houston bred rapper who is known for her 2019 hit song Hot Girl Summer, I believe it is, Meg the Stallion, is now suing her record label and former manager, Major League Baseball player Carl Crawford, for I believe it's like $1 million or so, basically because she signed to a shitty deal. According to documents that have been publicly released by her attorneys, it looks like she signed a contract with 1501 Certified Entertainment, which is Carl's label, that gave him 50% of her publishing, 30% of her touring income, 30% of merchandising, and control of all merchandising rights, and even a cut of her passive income from sponsorships and endorsement deals, which means even if she wanted to open up a damn eBay store, homeboy gets to collect. But wait, you guys, it gets even better. In the split part, in terms of what she negotiated in this deal, it says here that she must use a portion of her revenue to pay featured artists, remixers, sound engineers, and writers, I'm assuming, out of that publishing, using whatever revenue or earnings she makes from it to pay these people off. And in addition to that, the lawsuit also claims that 1501 failed to take basic necessary steps, such as having her copyrights and her trademarks registered, in which the negligence from that left an opening for a third party with no intellectual property ownership in Megan's assets to basically register her entire brand in their name. The lawsuit also alleges that in spite of everything, in spite of her being the breakout star of 2019, which is what she was, they've only paid her about $15,000 to date. You gotta make the ugly face when you say it. $15,000. That's it. This means that a fry cook working for minimum wage at a corporation like McDonald's was paid more money in a salary than Meg the Stallion was from her label in 2019. Sit for a second and let that one marinate. Yo. The court documents also state that she has new music that was scheduled to be released on March 6, 2020, to which the label has decided not to release at all during this time. Which means, in a nutshell, she's basically locked in this damn contract until her current management, which is Roc Nation, either buys her out of that damn deal or she fights it tooth and nail to the end where they reach some sort of settlement. According to 1501 Entertainment CEO Carl Crawford, he said he denied any role in the origins of Meg's contract. He said, in a statement, her mom did that contract. I'm new to the business. I let this guy named T. Harris run my whole business because I knew absolutely nothing about it. Zero. So he wrote your contract up, Megan. Go to him. I didn't do it. This is a goddamn mess. It's just a mess. A serious, serious mess. And it speaks to why financial literacy is so important. The lawsuit is the result of financial ignorance, coupled with just not knowing the business, the industry you're in, knowing nothing about it. I personally do not understand why in this stage of the game, in the 21st century, why anyone would want to sign a record deal, especially with the amount of resources available at your feet where you can market and brand yourself. But there is the young and the restless and the ignorant, and everybody is just dying to be famous and dying to get on and dying to do music, since the entertainment industry, for whatever reason, we still see it as a ticket to wealth or a ticket out of poverty. So landing any deal at all is like goal for most people, which isn't necessarily a bad thing per se. But when you don't understand how the business of the industry that you're trying to work in works, and you don't understand how to negotiate, and you don't understand what it is you're signing, you're kind of pretty much setting yourself up to fail. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion isn't the first rapper to sign a crappy deal. Most recording contracts, especially for 360 deals, are never, ever artist friendly. I don't know what lawyers or her mother, as Carl alleges, or who looked at her contract and went over it with her, but they really did a damn disservice to her. And she did a disservice to herself too by signing it. Which is why it is so much more important now than ever before to be financially literate, but also understand the business of the industry you're trying to work in. I mean, of course, she took to Instagram defending her lawsuit, defending her right to release her music, defending her right to make her money. And that's all good. But sis, you signed a contract. Like, I feel bad for Meg. I do. But on the flip, I don't. Because it's like, you just didn't bother. Nobody around you bothered to even look, which means you really don't have a right to do anything but complain until further notice. I've been trying to tell people for years, not all rappers are rich. These pop star, athlete, entertainers do not have it the way you think they do, and none of them are as intelligent as you'd like to believe that they are. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Badly, terribly, but that's business. And you either understand business or you don't. People, let this be a lesson to you, regardless of what industry you work in, whether or not you're trying to be the next Jay-Z, the next Meg Thee Stallion, whether or not you're a shift leader at McDonald's, or you're trying to be the next billionaire entrepreneur. Becoming financially literate is not some trend. It is not some hashtag. It is a priority. Not only should you learn it, you should teach it to your children so they can teach it to their children. You should also make it a priority to learn about the business you want to get in. There are tons of resources at our feet, from books to stuff you can find by doing a simple search on Google, videos on YouTube, and people you can reach out to who will sit down and have a conversation with you and teach you and talk to you, even a financial advisor, about how to make sure your money is righteous. Learning about business and how financial systems work not only teaches you how to be efficient with your finances, but it also gives you an understanding about how this kind of knowledge encompasses just about every aspect of your life. There's no way around it either. With increased financial capability, more of us are able to transition from surviving to thriving, resulting in sufficient resources to support our own ever-changing, highly subjective pursuit of happiness and wealth and goals and everything that we want to do, so that you don't end up on the receiving end of a really bad deal, be it from signing a bad recording contract or just kind of locking yourself into negotiating a really, really bad salary, even at the company you work for. Make it a priority to become more financially literate. It's crucial to you and your children's future. And one last word of advice: don't sign a recording contract. Just don't. I'm Faye Bishop. I'm signing off. I'll catch you guys next report. I'm going to get out of here.